Well, he is a viral cooking phenom, and he's only 20 years old. Eitan Bernath has millions of followers on social media, and it's easy to see why. His enthusiasm for cooking is only matched by his love for the food that he makes. His debut cookbook, Eitan Eats the World, is a smash hit. It features 85 recipes that include new twists on comfort food and classic dishes. Chef, good morning.
Good morning.
I can't believe I'm meeting you in the flesh.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, first of all, everything looks delicious.
Yes, thank you.
I love the cookbook.
Thank you.
Inquiring minds want to know, where did your love of cooking come from?
So
oh
actually,
my gosh, and you have gorgeous eyes.
Thank
Holy
you.
smokes. Wow.
It actually came from eating. I love to eat, as I'm sure many people relate to at home. And I love food, and growing up, I'd always ask my mom, oh, can you make this I saw on TV? Can you make this that I saw on TV? And Mom's like, well, why don't you try making it? Like, why don't you get in the kitchen? And initially it started as kind of like, I realized as a little Eitan, like if I'm craving a food, if I cook it, I can then eat it, which was like mind-blowing to little Eitan.
Who needs algebra and all the rest? You had it all figured out in your head.
Yes, and then I just, fell in love with like the art of cooking and the creativity.
Yeah. Is there, I wonder if it was something that you simply got from your mom? Did you follow the greats? Did you, because you are a social media phenom, who were you following? Who were your arbiters?
I always have been a big Guy Fieri fan. I was actually on his show, Guy's Grocery Games, a few years back. He's just an incredible person.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri, and really just like, I love learning from like cooks. I love watching, documentaries about cooks in India or in Mexico and different parts of the world. I feel like, home cooks are really great people to learn from.
This is fantastic. I mean, I remember only being able to find the cooks that I loved in their cookbooks or like in the New York Times, but now we have social media.
Find them online.
You find them online. Talk to us about this fantastic social media presence you have. Yes. And how has it changed your life?
So yeah, I was on Chopped on the Food Network when I was 11. And then I started...
Oh, 11? You're such a slacker. You couldn't get on when you were 10. I mean,
no, I tried. It didn't work. But, I started then after that creating content online and, whether it was TikTok, Instagram, everything kind of, just started experimenting and eventually, grew this following. And it's been really exciting to, let me do opportunities like the cookbook, like, my role in the Drew Barrymore show, like City Harvest. There's just so many incredible kind of avenues that it's gone into.
Has there ever been a moment in your culinary profession, all 11 years of it, where you thought, I should be doing something different, or is this like, this is your calling?
I do have to say, I used to think I'd want to work more like in restaurants, but I've realized, as I've gotten older, I love performing, I love teaching and educating, so I think that, on cameras, but still with food, but on camera is really, I think, my place to be.
Well, I'm glad that you've chosen that, because I think you're doing it very, very
well.
Thank you. You take old comfort food with new twists.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite?
Ooh, that changes periodically. Currently, it's my croque monsieur tuna melt. I should say the Brussels sprouts we're about to make, but if I'm going to be honest, croque monsieur tuna melt. It is. I love tuna. It's a tuna melt that's given the croque monsieur treatment with a Mornay sauce, cheese on top. It's really good.
Wow! Holy smokes! I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Okay, you have brought with you some delicious food. So
yes.
Tell us what we are going to assemble.
Yes, we're going to assemble, make quick and easy. These are my Brussels sprouts with the chili Dijon pan sauce. So in the pan sauce over here, we already have all the ingredients here. We have some Dijon honey, which is great for Rosh Hashanah, right around the corner.
Yes.
As
Happy
a
New
proud
Year.
Jew, thank you.
I'm a quarter Jew.
Quarter, there you go.
This quarter.
Just the leg?
Harry Zimmer was my grandfather. We celebrated Rosh Hashanah every year.
I love that. We have shallot, we have garlic, and then in this pan sauce over here that has all been cooked, we're going to take the Brussels sprouts. Now, if you want to just zest on some lemon zest.
With said rasper?
Yes. Get that in there. I'm going to crack on some pepper.
Right over this?
Yeah, right over there. Get that all in there while I mix it up. And this is a really great dish to serve on the holidays for Rosh Hashanah. Also just great as a weeknight dinner. And as a little kid, I did not like... Oh, the recipe's right over there on screen. As a little kid, I thought I did not like Brussels sprouts. And I truly believe, as I've gotten older, if you think you don't like a food, you just haven't had it cooked the way that you like.
Okay, can I bring you home so you can talk this into my 13-year-old son?
We can get him to like Brussels sprouts.
Well, because he thinks he hates mashed potatoes. What?
How does one hate mashed potatoes?
Hello, I don't even know how this kid and I share the same DNA.
Potatoes are a universal divider.
Right? That's what I thought.
I mean, not divider. Uniter. It's the UN General Assembly now, and I promise you, everyone there loves potatoes.
Everyone loves it. And I'm like, try it. Maybe you'll like it this time. And he's like, no.
Does he like French fries?
Yes. And
Okay.
I've gone that route.
Okay,
I
we've
think I
tried
need to
that.
bring you home and you say, look, Gavin, this is how it is.
Got it.
Question, did you roast? You roasted the Brussels sprouts?
I pan-seared them. You can roast them also, just a little olive oil in there. It gets a nice kind of crust on them. I like when they're still kind of a little bit, bitey on the inside, not overcooked. I think one of the reasons that people don't like Brussels sprouts a lot is because they're overcooked.
Right.
You still want them to have bite, you still want them to be fresh, but also have that beautiful sear.
I love everything you put in here, and this, don't neglect the lemon zest.
I love
'cause
lemon zest.
It just elevated this.
Oh yeah, 100%. You could smell it.
Can we try
yes,
this
let's
business?
dig in. A little
right.
TV bite.
A little TV bite. That's too big
I'm
for a TV
biased.
bite.
I think that's delicious.
It's like you know what you're doing.
Maybe.
This is fantastic. I will be making this along with all of the other recipes in this book. Oh my gosh, Eitan Eats the World, a cookbook. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And please come back. Don't get too big for us that you don't come back, okay?
Yes, I live pretty close by. I'll be back.
Okay, fine. This book is available everywhere books are sold and at EitanEatsTheWorld.com. Eitan, I'm going to finish that whole thing. Don't go anywhere. After the break, One Cheer franchise is bringing on the horror. Do you like horror films?
Yes, I do. I one time actually kicked out my front tooth because I was scared, but yes.
Well, stick around because OG has the details coming up in entertainment headlines.